All right, everyone. It is, oh, look at that, 10:29 in the a.m. James, what are you texting me? What are you texting me, James? I got to see. Oh, he's got an attachment. There's an attachment. Eli Manning is more qualified for the Hall of Fame than Aaron Rodgers, per Lawrence Tynes. All right, everyone, what's going on this morning? We got Matthew sitting in the house here. The ugly truth about DJs will certainly play a role in the contribution this year. It is concerning. We still have nothing of the severity of his neck injury. Getting a glimpse 7 months from now is sketchy. Sketchy at best. At best. We're going to talk about the Schoen, and we're going to talk about the Daboll. We're going to chat about these guys. Cautiously optimistic. That's the word I'm using. What's up, T-Brad? T-Brad's in his house. It's Tree 2 Rocky Ron 2 Rocky Ron. That's right on time. It's tricky. I don't know. I got Run DMC stuck in my head. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house to bust her out. I had to leave her early. Oh, what's going on? Oh, no. Jeff Newman says, Timmy, Twitter's already predicting you're going to rock this live stream. Oh, my God. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, Scotty? All right, we got these new guys coming in. They're coming in. And then you see these things in the paper saying that we need to have, there's 5 free agents of the Buffalo Bills that we need to draft, or we need to steal. And I was thinking to myself, and I posted this on Twitter. 2 years ago, we were the New England Giants. I don't want to be the Buffalo Giants. I want to be the New York Giants. Some say we must be great. Pasadena is our business Super Bowl. We just can't wait. That's what I want to be. And I see a lot of people saying that the Daboll is more of a product of Josh Allen than anything else. Because if you actually look at the Daboll's career, he did not find success until Buffalo, until Josh Allen. And these are all facts. This isn't me being negative. This isn't me being mean. These are facts that are being presented. What's going on, Jay? In the newspaper. These are facts that are being told. These are facts that are being pointed out. And you can see why some people wanted Brian Flores, such as myself. And I get worried. And I get worried because of the fact that I'm not going to judge these two guys yet because I didn't get the icky vibe that I got from Joe Judge. Said it a million times. Well, Joe Judge, I got the, what's up, Eagles Nest? Where Eagles dare. I got the icky vibe with Joe Judge. I hated him from day one. I hated him from the press conference. I hated him. And hate is a strong word. And your mother always tells you, you shouldn't hate. No, I hated him. And I said it, and I got blasted. And it took 2 years for me to be proven right. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I love this comment, though. It's a blue. Is it just me, or does Daboll look like the Alan from The Hangover? He does. Hangover 2, though. When they're in Bangkok. Yes, he does look like Alan from The Hangover. We can't already have the post of the day at 10:33. We can't already have the post of the day. That was close. Vinny G's also rolling in here. That makes me chuckle a little bit. That looks like Hangover 2. We got to specify that because he does look like Alan. I never thought about that. He really does look like Alan from The Hangover 2. If he coaches like Alan, they were in trouble. Buenos dias. ¿Dónde está el baño, por favor? Oh, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? You having a good morning? My question is always for you. Is it Fabian or Fabian? Because you could pronounce that 2 ways. But I get worried that other people get worried already that he is a product of the Josh Allen. He's a product of the Josh Allen. I get concerned about that. He got fired twice, the Daboll. Andy Reid fired him. He had his own head coach, Sean McDermott, call him out on December 7th about his offensive philosophy. And like I said, this isn't me. This isn't me being negative. This is what people are saying. I wanted Brian Flores for a reason. I wanted Brian Flores because he was a tough guy. He's a no-nonsense guy. He's going to come in here and not take any BS. He's not the fake Joe Judge. Joe Judge is the tough guy in the bar who starts the fight and then cries when you hit him in the face. You could tell he was a coward by his victory formation twice in a row. Last game of the season. That got him fired. What did Colin Cowhurst say? Colin Cowhurst, Daniel Jones could potentially get Daboll fired. I don't disagree. You've had this kid for 3 years, and if you have to tell me his offensive line has to be perfect, his running game has to be perfect, and his wide receivers have to be perfect, and his tight end has to be perfect, and the offense has to be perfect around him, it tells me we have an imperfect quarterback. Ooh. Did we like where we saw that one coming? I didn't even know that one. I didn't even know where that one was going for a minute, but it just kind of looped back around. Daboll was great during his stint with the Patriots. He was okay. He was part of a system with the Patriots. What's up, Ed? In all fairness, let's let Daboll learn through experience, which is what we all hope for. We let Ben McAdoo learn through experience. We let Joe Judge learn through experience. I don't think that worked out too well. I really don't. What's up, Vinny G's in his house? What's going on, Vinny G? What's up, Anthony? Tom Brady is coming back for one more season to win. I think he is. I thought it was funny. It was very premature. The Tom Brady retirement rumors. Let's hit the like button, folks. Yeah, hit the like button because you know what? I'm trying to reach 10,000. I don't know why, but you're supposed to set goals in life. My goal 2 years ago was to hit 1 million, and then we hit 1 million views. I don't know, 3 months ago. So you have to have another goal. So now my goal is 10,000. Honestly, I don't know how long I'll be doing this. We'll see. Joe Judge really screwed this team up by not giving the bench players time to play at the end of the season. Why don't we even have our depth players looked at? We have so many question marks. The question marks are this. I did a video that said the Giants were the team of ifs before last season. And I rattle off like 30 ifs. And the if I thought to myself was the fact that, and I even said it, one of the ifs was if we can cultivate talent. And you're right, Mr. Alvarez. How do we not know we don't know what we have on some of these guys? What day is the preference? It's got to be Monday. I haven't seen it yet. B2, I was never on the Judge GJ. I was never on the boat. Everyone was hyped about Daniel Jones that rookie season. And I got blasted at the end of the season. So I said, he had 3 good games. He had 3. And he got hurt. So, I mean, Parcells' career began with the Giants as coach. Who knows? Daboll could have what it takes. Parcells was a good defensive coordinator. I'm not defense coordinator. Excuse me. Parcells was with the Giants for a while. Parcells went 3-12-1 in 83. He figured it out. Parcells' biggest problem was in 83, and he said this in his book, and it's one of his biographies. He listened to too many people. He did not do things the way that Parcells would have done it, he said. And he said when the Giants because the Giants almost fired him in 83. So when the Giants gave him a second chance in 84, Parcells says, screw it, I'm going to do this all my way. He installed Phil Simms as quarterback. They went 9-7. Phil Simms was the first quarterback ever in Giant history to throw for 4,000 yards. They went to the playoffs. So we have to hope. You hope, and I'll hurry. You try, and I'll plan. We'll do what's necessary, because even a miracle needs a hand. Mara supposedly liked Flores, but Schoen makes the call. You know, if that's the case, Alex Sports, I'm happy with that, because that shows me that the Schoen is in charge. But I don't want to be the Buffalo Bills South. I don't. Logic's finest from Germany. Good morning from Germany. Hope your family's doing well. How are you guys? I'm doing good. It snowed. I'm tired from shoveling. The wife came out and helped me shovel. I don't know. What does that say? I don't know. Alan, coaching might make for fun football. Yeah, it just makes it easier. Inexperience worries me as well. It worries me a lot. What do we got here? Where do you see the Giants' future at? I see them winning maybe 3 games this next year, maybe 4. Anything above 4 games this coming up season, everyone should celebrate. I don't want people to get unrealistic expectations about the team because there's just so. I said it last year. The defense is older. The defense is not as talented as it was 2 years ago. The offense has multitudes of issues. The cupboard is bare. Whatever we get this year, people should just be excited that we have a whole new regime or moving a different direction. Schoen reminds me of Mayor Pete. I guess it's a Miss Western thing. Yeah, talks like him and has the same mannerisms. Oh, our guy that's in charge of what is he in charge? Roads and bridges and stuff now. Transportation secretary. And then I'm not gonna get into politics. I just find it funny that someone goes to visit a state and it's not funny, but then a bridge collapses in that state and he's there to tout his infrastructure plan. Well, you need to fix these. We got to fix this shit. Oh, I want Flores. I had no reaction when we hired Daboll because I know Shane would hire him. We all kind of knew it. And it wasn't a bad thing. Like I said, it's a Shane decision. I'm not worried about it because I say it before all the time. You want to win with your guys. You want to get if you're going to get fired, you're going to go out swinging. You're going to get fired with your guys. And that's the way it should be. You should get fired with the guys that you brought in. That's the thing. What does it agree with? I agree with you, Tim, but sometimes tough guys don't translate with grown men. It's not that it's not that Flores is like the tough guy, because Joe Judge was he was the stereotypical head coach that you go watch in any movie or TV show. What I reference in the fact that he's a tough guy means he stands by his decisions. He called out his team. He called out his quarterback. He went and tried to get another quarterback in Deshaun Watson. So, I mean, he stands by, it's more that he stands by his convictions. And it's like you go on Twitter. People will go on these Twitter rants, and I love it because after they finish the Twitter rant about why they should hire somebody, a half a second later, someone makes a comment, and then they're like, well, okay, well, that guy'd be good too. It's like, have a conviction and stay with it. That's what we do on here. I say something, I don't back down. If someone tells me something different, I listen to her opinion, but I don't sit there and go, oh, I should change my opinion now because I don't want to offend anybody. That's boring. That's not life. Damn, Tim. You're the first to hear what I've been saying about DJ. Because I understand. I look. I visionize. People said to me, you don't come on here in giant gear all the time. No, I don't. Because you know why? Like I said, I like to step back from the team. Because I think if you're doing a channel, unless you're like strictly a fan channel, I don't really qualify myself as a fan channel. I qualify myself as a Giants channel, but a realistic one. So I step back. I mean, I still have my giant hat. I still have my giant hat hanging on my thing. But you got to take a look at the whole situation. Daniel Jones has a low ceiling. The ceiling is the floor for Daniel Jones. What's up, Mr. Authentic? We don't know Mr. Authentic. He does a show with the beard on the YouTube. I think it's Authentic in the Beard. So go over there and subscribe to him. Say hello. They do Giant stuff and they do other stuff as well. Mr. Beard is a Washington football team fan. I'm going to say it. Redskins. Ooh, it just broke the internet. McAdoo benched Eli, which is at the first time was the right call, Tim. I don't think he benched him. I think it was a management decision. I do not think the doo-doo had the authority to bench Eli Manning. And then when it went horribly wrong, Mara had a scapegoat. OGR Sports, the world famous former Giant YouTuber. Hopefully we're trying to get him to do videos. Mr. OGR Sports. Good morning, sir. Hopefully you didn't get a lot of snow. What's up with Matthew? Daboll and other coordinator positions were with trash quarterbacks. You put a mediocre coordinator with Josh Allen, he doesn't become what he was this year. Just saying, it has to say something about Daboll. But does it say anything about Ken Dorsey? Ken Dorsey spends more time with Josh Allen than the Daboll does. He's in the quarterback room. He's in there daily with him. So, I mean, so you got to give. So is it a product of Daboll or Ken Dorsey? What's going on? What's going on, my friend? How you doing today? How are you? How are you? Hey, what's up there, IQJ? DJ hasn't had the most difficult task from the beginning. Coaching changes, never had a good line. Receiving changes, may never get a best. Okay, the Duck. 3 offensive coordinators. 3 different offensive coordinators in college. 2 in the pros. No offensive line. Talent rises. I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. Just throwing that out there. Talent rises. So where is Russell Wilson's trade out window? You know what the problem? We're not getting Russell Wilson. It's not even. It's not even a conversation I want to talk about with Russell Wilson because I'm not getting a 30-plus-year-old quarterback. I can't. This team, we can't give up assets, and I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you. The presser is Monday. Thank you. I thought it was Monday. Like you, Bieniemy, even though he doesn't call the plays. Oh my God. You know, we're going to stop you right there. Bieniemy has been calling the play since after 2019. The reason he didn't, and I know, I'm not yelling at you, Samuels, but I'm just telling you, he's been calling the play since after the 19 season. So he's been calling the plays the last 2 seasons. His biggest issue when we interviewed him with Joe Judge was because of the fact that he only installed the offensive weeklies and Andy Reid called the plays is the reason why people didn't want it. But he's been calling the plays for the last 2 seasons now. We do not know Jalen Jones. Anything, get it through your head, peoples. We don't. I think everyone knew Daboll was getting the job. Everyone knew Daboll was getting the job. Everyone knew it. It wasn't a shock. What's one good thing? One good thing is at least it can't really get much worse, I think. It can't. It was so bad last year. This team could go and win only 3 games. And if we saw an improvement just in players and philosophy and the offense, I would think it's a winning season. Someone asked me, will you stream games next year? I might. Because that's it. If we only won 3 games, but we show improvement, we show cultivation of talent, I would be happy. Honestly, in my opinion, we need a well-aged coach. Newbies ain't going to cut it in the Big Apple. Well, we're going to find out, my friend. We're going to find out soon. We're going to find out real quick. Tim, do you think Daboll will be a hard-nosed no BS quarterback like Parcells and Coughlin can't afford a softie right now? I don't know. The players in Buffalo evidently loved him. So I don't know. But you know what? You'll always love your coach when you're winning. It's what happens when you're not winning that cultivates what you are as a head coach. That's all I'm saying. Dave Gettleman isn't our franchise quarterback. Excuse me. I saw the Dave Gettleman. DJ isn't our franchise quarterback. I don't think DJ's a franchise quarterback either. And I've said it. But, we're going to ride with him another year, it looks like. I just get worried about the neck. I really do. I have a sneaking suspicion that DJ's neck is... I've said this before about Daniel Jones. I know nothing medically. I have no practical medical knowledge. Never played a doctor on television. Never stayed at a Days Inn. But I think if you're going this long with this type of injury, it's got to be something. It's got to be a bone-related injury. It's got to be a spider fracture. It's got to be spiral fracture, whatever they're called. It's got some kind of fracture in the neck. It's one of the bones. I'm just saying. I don't know. Draft pick it, or I'm not drafting either. We're going the Malik Willis Express. Come on, Dave. Don't you know what channel this is? This is the Malik Willis Express channel. We're riding. And I've said it before. You are either on the Malik Willis Express or you're under it because we're going to run your ass over. 3 games. I said, wow, if we won 3 games, I would be happy because this team needs to be stripped down. It's like that old dining room table you find on the side of the road. And you're like, I'm going to take this. I'm going to throw this table in the back of my truck and I'm going to bring it back to life. I'm going to strip it down. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to revarnish. I'm going to repaint it. I'm going to varnish it. I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to make it look brand new. And that takes time. Unless you got a lot of time on your hands. Oh, Lordy. Whoa, suspicious minds. I keep saying suspicious now. The Giants are using Jones as a stopgap until the Willis Express pulls in the station. That's my T-Brad. That's my man right there. He knows. I drink coffee and water. That's how manly I am. What do we got? Oh, we got a Derek Ramirez. We got some people we got to get to. Not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the Daboll hire. I prefer Flores. But that gives me hope. Shane supposedly has carte blanche. Because the mayor people blasted me because I said the mayor came out a couple weeks ago and said, my head coach has carte blanche. Then he comes out and says, well, we have a process and we're all going to be involved in the decision. So it doesn't make me feel better. It does. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I can't lie. I expect Willis to get drafted and sit behind DJ. If he does, you know what? If Malik Willis gets drafted, there's gonna be an explosion in the universe. I have all my Malik Willis stuff hanging on my wall and behind in my office behind my green screen. What's the latest on the DC? Keep hearing Winkars. Graham is interviewing with Minnesota. He's also been requested to interview for the DC job over with the Steelers. Don't know if he's coming back. There is scuttlebutt that they may bring in Leslie Frazier. That's what I'm saying. I kind of don't want this to be the Buffalo Bills South, because that would be north. I can easily say swapping out Judge Flores is a lateral move, getting other direct guys. See, but that's not the thing, though. He's not. He's a different guy than the Judge. He really is. He's his own guy. You got to remember, Flores wanted Herbert, didn't want Tua. How would the careers have changed of Flores if he got Herbert? Giants are cursed. You know, we'll do a non-curse show. Oh no, what happened here? I finally got my UPA back due to me losing my phone in the wall during my renovation of my bathroom. I used my grandpa's at Monroe and our other big time fellas. Let's go, Big Blue. Well, I'm glad you got your phone. That's a good story. I saw it. I had jumped on. Tim, do you think Dorsey follows Daboll's Rossi? I kind of hope he does. There's twofold reasons. Because I think Dorsey, the former Miami Hurricane, you know, he's another one putting together a resume. And if he does, then all the people that are like, Daniel Jones is going to be the next Josh Allen. Okay, well, you have Josh Allen's head coordinator and quarterback coach. And if he doesn't become Josh Allen, can we please just shut up about Daniel Jones being Josh Allen? Because it's one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard. What is this one? Philosopher just stoner. My concern is an inexperience factor for both GM and head coach mean they will probably get at least 3 years, even if they're horrible and deserve to. Mara says he wants continuity. That's true. That's the problem. That is the problem right there. And I said this just the other day to somebody. If the Giants are horrendous for 2 years, they're going to get a third year. So we better hope this is the right decision. What's going on? Life deals everyone a big suspect hand. What defines you is how you play it. DJ has not played this cards properly or even bluffed well. He needs to fold and move on. I can't disagree with you, James. James and I were talking offline about Joe Pesci. Anyone remember the movie The Super? Who was the giant at the end of the movie The Super with Joe Pesci? He had like a 10-second scene, but as a former giant in that movie. We were just talking about how people are just overly sensitive now. How you back in the 90s and the 80s, you could basically do whatever you want to do. No one got offended. Hit the like button. I don't know. Supposed to hit the like button. I'm scared of lack of. Joey. I'm scared of it too. But you know what? And I said this, and like I said, if I'm the one being optimistic, we're all fucked. We're all screwed. That's like when people say if we're following Tim because he's got the bright idea, we're in some serious trouble. But I'm using the two words, cautiously optimistic. And that's what we need to be. We just need to be cautiously optimistic about this. That's what we got to look at. I can drink coffee now because that's all I can tell you.
Express.
But Willis and Riddler are both going to need. They're both going to need time. Do you have an update on the neck? Well, my neck is a little sore from shoveling snow, so I don't think there's really an update. But I'll be good. I'll be good for the games this afternoon. No, there's no updates yet. Tim, if we had two top edge guys, are gone. Should we trade down at 5? Don't want the safety. Not sure Cross is worth a 4. And I've said this before. If the Giants are really serious about taking Malik Wilson, then they're probably not. I would take Malik Wilson at 5 because you could probably get whoever you want at 5 at 7. And I think if the 2 top edges are gone, they're going to go offensive linemen. I don't want to go multiple offensive line picks, though. I've said this before. I'm not going to keep throwing good cap. I should say I'm not going to be throwing good draft capital at the same positions repeatedly every single year. I can't. And then the problem is also if you go, and people don't understand this, it's playing got to play the long game. If you draft 2 offensive linemen in the first round, their contracts are going to mature at the same time. And if you fail with 2 offensive linemen in the first round, you just wasted 2 top 10 picks. What's up, ECK? If you don't know ECK, he's another YouTuber. Go check out his channel. I think it's fine if Dorsey spends some time with Allen because he's more likely going to have him here anyways. Well, he's a quarterback coach, so he spends a lot of time with him. What's up, Big Nichols? I don't know. I would want Wink. I've said it before. I want a Wink as the head coach. I wanted Wink as the head coach. I swear, think that Mara hates New York State. The medal. Oh, Grant, you in the medal. We don't know if he's coming over yet. So we don't know. He has been offered the offensive coordinator position in Buffalo. So we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, if I am, and I'm not trying to knock the Giants, if I am Dorsey and you offer, oh no, He-Man's arm came off. Oh no. But you know what the problem is between He-Man? You know what the problem is with He-Man and Daniel Jones? He-Man lost his arm and he would still battle for the power of Grayskull. Daniel Jones would be like, I lost my arm. My arm fell off. I had to sit down. And I'm not making fun of Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. Because you want to know why about He-Man? We've all said it before. He doesn't even need 2 arms. He doesn't even need it. The likes should match the amount of people in here. Yeah. Do that. Don't worry. He's all better. But I think I put his arm on backwards. Too old. Hey, Dom. Welcome back from the children's party. We are not getting Wilson. Dom, of course, as people know, he was doing a children's party today. And I thought it was kind of interesting when he told me he was doing the children's party. I said, well, where are you doing Dom, where is this children's party at? We all know where Dom is. Dom is working over at Poppycockers, the only place that you get to get best adult entertainment in the London's West End. If you need a child's party, you go to Poppycockers where you can play Pin the Tail on the Nipples. Oh, Dom. What's going on, my friend? How you doing? Dom, of course, is the owner of Poppycockers. Most people don't know that. What do we got here? Why? You don't want Russ. You don't want Deshaun. Let a fresh start. No, we don't need him. We don't need him. Don't need to trade the assets. If Joe Burrow has got hit more than J-Lo in the movie enough, it's not a good. That's a good record. Enough with the O-line. Yeah, look at Joe Burrows. I mean, Joe Burrows, no offensive line, but somehow that guy just sucks. Mr. Lewis is in the stream. You have made it when Mr. Lewis comes in and pays respect by coming into the stream. And I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Lewis. I got to jump down here, guys. I got a whole bunch of comments. I'm like 12 minutes behind on the comments. I'm going to jump down some of these other comments here. Let's go, because I try to get as many comments in as possible. AB, it's going to work out for the Jeffs. There's a recent precedent of 2 offensive linemen, but I get your point. If you fail, that's been typical Jet move. Yeah, that's my problem. I'm not saying you don't do it, but I think if you fail, you fail. What's up, Abe? Why take Wilson at 5 when you get him in the You're not going to get Wilson in the 4th round. Some people have him high as going now in the top 3. What do we got here? The worst play calls and decision making by a coaching staff I've ever seen last 5 years is Giants football. Well, you know what the problem is? It was looking like that DeGarrett wasn't that bad. DeGarrett wasn't that we weren't having too many problems with DeGarrett. But you know what? He was everyone's fault. I mean, it was he was everyone's favorite punching bag.
Jason Garrett, scapegoat.
Jason Garrett was the scapegoat for Joe Judge, and well, it got incredibly worse. Oh, Tuta, what's going on, my friend? Salut, Paisan. Drop by to pay proper respect for all Giant fans around the world. Same. The stinky loser boy. Losers on the ground. How we doing, my friend? How's the rugby team? You doing good today? I'm drinking that smooth taste of Black Rifle coffee. Black Rifle, the only coffee that'll get you up in the morning. I'm just trying to get Black Rifle to sponsor the channel. Does Dom also work the front door, poppycockers? Is he the type of owner that's hands-on? Frank! Tim, do you think the new administration will finally address the linebacker position? Although through the draft, I'm desperate for quality players on the inside and the outside. I hope they address the linebacker. I hope, because we haven't addressed the linebacker in years. We need, Isaiah Simmons. We don't need that bum. Parsons, what a freaking loser. Josh Allen, not like we could have had him. I hope they do. I really do. If you draft two offensive linemen, you extend them different years. It's actually not that hard to figure out. How do you extend them different years? You're in the top 10. You're going to have a 5-year contract. You're going to have a 5-year. You're going to have a 4-year contract with a 5th-year option. There's no way to extend them in different years. That's not going to work. That's not going to work because you're not going to extend. You're not going to get out of a rookie contract 1 year early to extend one guy. No, that's. Sorry, Skyler. Sorry. I'd pass on a quarterback. We need to move 5 and 7 to be like 9 and 12, then pick 3 more picks in the round 2 and 3, then ramp up the roster. We got a lot of picks. And yes, you build your draft through, you build your team through the draft. Yes, 100%. And the Shane likes that philosophy. But the problem is, though, here's the problem. You're not always going to hit on your draft picks. Sometimes you have to go out in free agency and find players who have played, who have experience, who you know will work out. The draft is a crapshoot. Look at all of our drafts. Who's actually saying Jones will be Josh Allen? Don't go on Twitter. Actually, the Twitter dummies can bait. Can he prove 100%? They still need to move on, probably just to be excited with the current moves. I agree. What kind of dog is that? I can't see when I have my glasses on. What's up, James? Willis is going to sit behind DJ so Daboll can tell him whatever you see number 9. Do the opposite. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for the super chat. I love you. Let's see here. Please wish y'all the winning for our upcoming playoff game against big teams, and also pray for our opponents because players casually because you know it's about to happen. I'd like to thank you up right off the bat because somehow I do not know how you got a picture of me with my shirt off. I don't know how you did that. I still can't figure that out to this day because I look just like that. I just like to brag. Are you opposed to going right tackle, pass rusher, guard with the first 3 picks? Depends on who they are. See, this is the only thing I don't like about doing mock drafts because people are like, Tim, you don't do mock drafts because they're mock because you don't know who's picking whom and who's picking where. I need to see how the draft shakes out. You got to see where it falls because sometimes you are going to go for a position, but sometimes you also want to head for best player available, best talent available. So they may see someone at 5 that fell. As long as we don't take Linderbaum in the top 10, I'm not going to take a center in the top 10. What's up, Mark? How you doing? What's going on? How you having? Hopefully you're all bundled up. We're seeing that snowy weather. Hopefully you're not in the Northeast. I think you are in the Northeast. Kareem is here. Now that we start to stream, Rolly, Mr. Lewis is here. Kareem is here. It's all good. It's all good. And Lou is coming in. This is a day, man. This is like old folks week. Everyone's here today. Jose G's in the house. Tim, I think the best way to go in the draft, offensive line at 5, linebacker at 7. If the top two defensive ends are gone, maybe trading back to get more picks. I think the top 2 defensive ends will be gone by 5. But like I said, we don't know. We don't know what trades are going to happen. I wish we did. I wish we had a crystal ball. You ever seen the old TV show Santa Claus? Not TV show. It's a TV show. Claymation with Santa Claus coming to town, this special. And the Winter Warlock teach them how to use the snow as a crystal ball. I got plenty of snow outside. I think the Shane. Daboll combo is the first great step. Excited about the next moves and looking forward to 2022. Big Blue, one armed. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to be excited about the season because it's different. It's a new. But we kind of wait to see what happens. Hit the like button, smash it. Fabian says, smash it. Tim, because he rocked it. I think the best way to go the offensive tackle at 5, linebacker at 7. Have 2. I already read this one. I read that one, Jose. Did you type something or did I don't know. What's up, Logic? Remove the 3 rookie games. He actually scored multiple touchdowns. Daniel Jones has played more games. Yeah. And that's the thing I've said. And people tell me you can't take away those 3 games. Well, if you do remove those 3 games in 19, his stats over the last 3 seasons are eerily similar. It's like 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. It's eerily similar. Please hit the like button. Please. Starting to think we may cut Bradbury. Yeah, we might cut Bradbury. We might get about 11 million if we do. This draft is ripe with quarterbacks. Yeah, the problem is, and this is what I keep saying though, with I think we are going to cut Bradbury. But here's what I keep saying about when you're removing talent off the roster to get rid of the big salary. Let's say, I don't have its numbers in front of me, but let's say the contract's 18 million and we save 11. So that 11 million now needs to be slotted to fill the position of a starter. And here's the problem though. Are you going to find a cornerback worth $8 million who is going to be better than James Bradbury? You can keep Bradbury for one more season. Hit the like button. Tim, is there a guy that you keep your eye on as an edge rusher from Penn State? His name is Arnold, and I can't pronounce that. Hopefully, he will be there in the second round. Solid prospect, in my opinion. Well, Mr. Rogier, I'm going to take a screenshot. And what I'm going to do is, when someone gives me a name, I have not started my draft analysis yet. I take a screenshot of the guy's name, and I put it in my little screenshot folder here, and I will actually start looking at those people. Thank you, James. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the bunny. Hit the rabbit. Giant fans from England. Hey! I would go right tackle and Dean at 7. Do you know Dom? Because it's just my assumption that everyone in England knows everybody. Dom from our show. I don't know where Dom disappeared to. You extend one player at year 3. No, you don't want to extend contracts. No, Lou. That's not how it works. I don't want to explain the salary cap today. I have a headache from the snow. I don't want to explain how you've done it. It's done before, but you don't do it. And they tried to do it. They did it with Ezekiel Elliott, but you don't do that with offensive linemen. I'll explain that one day. Tim, thanks for making me feel older with Christmas claymation movies that I remember. It's on every year still. I'm not ignoring you. Tim, you ignoring me because I'm an Eagle fan? Eagles Nest, I didn't see you there, man. I apologize. No, I am not ignoring you. Everyone say hello to Eagles Nest. Watch this. Fly, Eagles, fly. Or fight. I don't know. I don't know how the Eagles song, I guess. If you ever see Vince Papale, if you go to Eagle State, if you go to the link, tell him my name. He loves me. Me and Vince are like this. Vince Papale and I, we're like buddies. Told the story a million times. He's up in the suites and he's a greeter. And every time I would go to an Eagle game, I would see him and I would call him Rudy. And he doesn't like that. I think after 2 years of that, he didn't like it too much. I think you're going to go tackle then center. I don't think we have a choice. You have a choice. You always have a choice. I can't take a center at 7. If you trade down into the teens, I could take a center, but I can't take a center at center. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Daniel Jackson, what do you got to say? Your O-line are important, but they don't score points. Oh, wait. Our O-line does score points. When your left tackle has more touchdowns than your $72 million receiver, there's a problem. Not sure what the problem is, but there's a problem. There's an issue. Malik is moving up in the draft rankings. I wonder if another team will try to trade up to 3 or 4 picks again. Here's the problem I have with Malik Willis right now. If he rocks his Senior Bowl, you know he's going to put up a show on his pro day. You know it because that's what pro days are designed for. And if he goes to the combine and tears up the combine, I see him top 5. Because everyone says he is the most intriguing draft prospect in like the last 20 years. because I've said this before and I will say it again. He is either going to be Michael Vick or he is going to be down here in one of the other, a draft failure. There's going to be no gray area. He's either going to be Vic or he's going to be Russell. There's going to be no gray area. That's why I said it's a big swing. Be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. Sometimes you have to make that big swing. Sometimes you have to take a shot. Yes, DeAndre Baker is still with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's amazing that DeAndre Baker and Eli Apple are both, and OBJ are both playing, and BJ Hill are all three playing for the Super Bowl. I'll take Willis at 5. Keep him away from Carolina. Anyone who wants him at 5 will still be there. And thank you, Jay. That's what I've been saying. Anyone you want at 5 is still going to be there at 7. So jump on board, ride the train, because you know what it is. You're either on it or you're going to be under it.
You need people like me.
Yeah, but you need people like me either way, because I can't find the damn button because it's in bank number 6. Don't worry, guys. I got this all figured out now.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
I got this thing that I need because I need to hook up my big soundboard. I only got 64 buttons on this one soundboard, that's what she said. And I got another soundboard. It's a radio soundboard that has like 200 buttons. So I had to figure out how to finally set up, and I'm going to get it set up this weekend so that I'm going to be more fluid with my sound effects. Because people don't come here for me. They come here for the sound effects. Look at the center. What do we got here? Look at the center. Notre Dame, James Patterson. I've looked them up. All right, hold on. Screenshot. Trade down. I don't think we should trade down. Dom. Dum, 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 dum. I believe I and the other chap from England both had tea together with the Queen. It's our turn. I told you. I knew it. Everyone from the UK knows everybody. It's exciting. It's just mind-blowing. People asked me, they said, are you like this off the air? Well, you're not doing. I'm like, this is just me. This is just me. Don't give Hurts too much credit. I like Hurts. Look at that Eagles nest 2 in a row. I like Hurts. Oh, hey, Froman, thank you for the super chat. We most likely will end up with 8 picks. And at that, at least, how do you plan on signing them all, cutting Bradbury, move Love to corner? He'll do it for a year. Abe, you're a smart fan. Well, you and I have not battled back and forth on comments, but we talked about comments. The salary cap, the rookie cap pool, till recently, no one was accounting into their capology numbers because you couldn't, because we didn't have the numbers. And I've always told people, like, well, we got X amount of money. No. Look at you got to remember the rookie cap pool. You got to remember the rule of 51. There's so many things you need to remember when you're doing your cap numbers. And that's the problem. We need to focus on what we can afford. It's like one of those things. You go out and buy a car. You want a Lamborghini, but you have the money for a used Hugo. And people are like, what the hell is a Hugo? Google it. You're going to get the car that you can afford. And right now, that's what we need to look at in reference to free agents. Tuto, thank you again for the super chat. We put our team on the map with an exclamation because we the most physical and dominant team who gives opponents the chills to face you. Tuto's got a big playoff game coming up. Let's give Tuto the I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Because he's gonna fly to victory. Let's say Wills gets drafted by the Giants. He'll be holding a clipboard the first year. Do you want him learning from DJ? No, he's not going to learn from DJ. He's going to learn from Ken Dorsey. DJ is not Eli Manning. He's going to learn from Dorsey. I want him to sit a year. Said this before. The year is gone. If we somehow when your own guy comes in, your new general manager comes in and says, yeah. I mean, I will give you the unedited version of the Joe Schoen press conference and reference when he's talking about the salary cap. I'll give you the unedited version. I have a question about the salary cap. Joe, I have a question about the salary cap. Yeah, the salary cap, we're screwed. That is the correct way that is the non-correct way to do it. That is the non one. Kenny was an average 4 touchdowns or less his career. Yes, he has 0 with the Giants because he sucks. Yes, I said that. He's on a mediocre on any other team. Regardless, we overpaid him for 1 season, which was a fluke. Wow, Matthew, sounds like you've watched Online Big Blue. Haters gonna hate. DJ Willis is DJ. Yeah, I'm over here now. yeah, I'm with him. I'm over here now. Carmine left. Where's Carmine? He left. I also like at the end of the scene, James, when the lady hands him the thing to sign in, and he goes, "They need to sign this." No, they don't need to sign this. And he pushes it back in. Press the thumbs, or Mara will force Shane to draft a punter. Oh my goodness gracious. Dom, everyone loves Dom. Tim is the abominable to bring yourself to work. We all feel sorry for Mrs. Online Big Blue. Oh, Dom. You know what I got to say to you? Shut up. Nobody asked you. You're banned. All right, Dom. That's it, Dom. That's it.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Dom not only got Wonka, he got the I got the power. I would never really ban Dom. Jose G. Damn right. Gettleman was a joke as a GM. He was a joke as a GM. What's up, Greg? Vic or Tyrod Taylor? No, he's not going to be Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor had success in his career in Buffalo, and he was having some success in Cleveland, and then he gets his lung punctured. Tyrod Taylor is just the epitome of bad luck in reference to his career. I feel kind of bad for Tyrod Taylor in some ways. I really do. Tim, is that Ken Dorsey the same? Yeah, I believe that is the same guy from the Miami Hurricanes. I got lost in a crossfire hurricane. If Tutu loses my time machine and changes the sky, we'll go back. Dom, are you going to jump on today? You got a minute to jump on? Dom's got a lot of stuff going on in the house, but if you want to jump on, Dom, let me know. I'm getting banned. You're always getting banned. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. What's going on? You got to stop pushing Willis narrative. Kid is a third round. No. Here's the problem with that. Everyone tells me this, but almost every scout in the world says everything that I'm saying. Maybe, just maybe, I'm a genius. Think about that. Maybe it just takes people time to catch up to me. I loved it the other day. Someone left me a comment and said, I hate you because you're so negative, and I hate you more because you're normally right. I'm just joking. I'm not a genius. There it is. I'm not a genius. But every other scout says the same pretty much. If Mike Lee's in the house, if Dom is really bad, give him the walking away music from The Incredible Hulk. And now he has to go find another way to trap the monster within. Hope you can't. Sorry. My children, Mrs. P's on day 7 of COVID. Apologies. Dom, I told you a million times, I'm tired of your excuses. Yes, Mr. Dom, not only working at Poppycockers, he is watching the kids. Mrs. P has COVID. She's on day 7. He's handling all of this information, all of this stuff, and he still has time to manage and come in here and talk and cook at the same time. That's why I love the Dahmer. What do I have in my pocket? I have frost. I have goldfish. Tim, I love your channel. Have the most unique channel and best conversation of all channels. I watched, but the line needs to be fixed. It's going to be a carbon copy of last year. Lou, I'm not saying they're not going to go. And like I said, I'm not arguing with you. Nothing but love. I'm not saying they're not going to go 2 offensive linemen. I think it's going to be a mistake because then you're going to have a center who we don't know if he's going to come back from injury. You're going to have a left tackle who's coming back from injury. Then two rookie offensive linemen starting, and somebody else. That's a recipe for disaster. Because then I'm going to have to hear, well, Daniel Jones needs another year. We got to pick him up at $20 million. Managing to listen while cooking dinner. You sound like a gentleman, a Gettleman. You sound like Gettleman. Why do I sound like Gettleman? I don't sound anything like Gettleman. I have a wonderful melodious voice, not like Gettleman. Hope your wife feels better. Fast recovery for the Mrs. Dahmer. Fast recovery. Dom is going through a lot, and like I said, I was gonna play something special for Dom, but I don't have anything special to play for you. I don't have anything special today. My sound, I'm getting weak on the sound effects today. Abe, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Cap wise, we're screwed. Fans need to focus on 2023. I've been saying that for 11 months. I said that before the season even started. And I was told, you're just negative. You're a negative Nancy. I always thought it was a negative Nelly. No, I'm never sure what it was. Show needs to lock the door in the draft room and keep the Maras out. I agree. Let him do his thing. They do say what you're saying in this class, the little dude, a 6th rounder in some classes. I don't deny his talent. No, I've never seen anyone say he's a 6th rounder. Never. I would like you to point out an actual accredited draft analysis person that has Malik Willis as a 6th rounder. No, we didn't get Dorsey yet. He's still contemplating. He's still contemplating. I thought I wouldn't have time to make it, but I'm here for 20 minutes. Oh, Zach Attack starting his new job today. Welcome, Zach. Hope the new job goes well. Great comment here. Dominic Palmer is handling more than DJ could. That's not a lie. Dom, you should never let Mrs. P go to poppycockers. Oh my God. Tim, you can't ban Dom because poppycockers will stop sponsoring the show. Oh my goodness gracious. Stop. No, it won't, because we all know that poppycockers is the best in London and adult entertainment in the West End. If you want to get your poppycocks, you go to poppycockers and you check out the Dahmer. That's for you, Dom. We miss you, bro. We miss the Dom. We just can't go on. Hopefully Dom will be back on his regular Tuesday spot here. Kenny has lots of talent he was fantastic in Detroit. Problem was the fantastic in Detroit. He was playing in the dome, and he had this guy named Matthew Stafford. I don't know, he's some kind of bum quarterback. AP, I just played it for you. I didn't see that. Phil Simms, first quarterback throw for 4,000 yards in 1984. Giants also made the playoffs, first time since 1981. We need a strength and significant. You know what? I actually think this is interesting. We should have some kind of conditioning coach. We should, because we have so many quad injuries and they're muscle-related injuries. It has nothing to do with the turf. And if I have one more person tell me, oh my God, the Achilles tendons that were all these tears we're getting, it has to do with the turf. We need new turf. Achilles tendon is not a turf injury. It's a repetitive tendon issue. The tendon breaks down over time with repetitive motion, such as exploding off the line. Has nothing to do with the turf. Knee injuries have stuff to do with the turf. Achilles, no. Oh my God, I get a headache sometimes. I just said that, Marcus. First quarterback throw. No, not in the NFL. No, Joe Namath was the first quarterback ever throw for over 4,000 yards. Not Phil Simms. He was the first New York Giant quarterback throw for over 4,000 yards. How much snow did you get? I know we got about 8 inches. And it's not the snow, it's the wind and everything else. Blame it on the rain. DJ is the guy next year. We're going to all in with Marin's insanity. I feel for the new GM and head coach. They have no clue the shit show they signed up for. I'm hoping there's going to be a change in the shit show. I'm hoping that it's going to be more like maybe they just have the runs. Something like that. Maybe it's not going to be a total shit show. Something seriously wrong with me. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. All super chats, of course, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital, and it is appreciated. All scouts say Baker was a franchise quarterback. I don't have a problem with Baker. Baker had a bad year after a great year because he tore a muscle in his non-throwing shoulder and still played. Now, if anyone knows about the motion of throwing, even though it is in your non-throwing shoulder, it hurts like a mother to throw, and you cannot generate the same amount of velocity you would if you did not have that tear on your shoulder. He had a great season and then went downhill because of the injury. Oh my goodness. DJ gets more excuses than a stripper in a wheelchair at Poppycockers. Roll out. Autobots, roll. Oh my, thank you, my friend, for the big super chat. I appreciate that. It goes to the kids. Some Giants fans are so delusional. Look, Josh Allen and set their hopes on Daboll making DJ, Bill Bixby, and Lou Ferrigno, and just draft 5 offensive linemen in the first round. And all of a sudden, we fixed everything. Problem solved. Let's just go on. The season is now going to be, we are now going to be 14-3. You and I both have to stay off Twitter. We got to stay off Twitter, my friend. Because if I hear one more thing about DJ, and this is the other thing, and I'm not knocking DJ because everyone thinks I'm knocking. No, if he succeeds, we win. If he fails, we lose. But he does not have the skill set of Josh Allen. 2 entirely different quarterbacks. Josh Allen is a scrambler. DJ is my 77 Oldsmobile that only gets going fast when you got to going downhill. Josh Allen creates. DJ needs to be created for. Josh Allen does not need a clean pocket and everything to be perfect for things to happen. DJ does. So there are fans that are still delusional. But that's okay. New job is running like the Giants. Not so good. That's not good. I'm just, I got to come back to this because anytime I hear this, same thing with draft 5 offensive linemen. Yeah, because you know what? 5 rookie offensive linemen on the line, or 4 of them on the line. I don't see anything bad happening there. Kick returner, special, our casualties this year. Only way to free up space. Yeah. There's so many ways that we can free up cap space, but the problem is you're going to incur all this dead cap money. We had 43 players on the contract. We did a video where we cut 10 of them, saved $16 million in cap space, not subtracting the rookie draft pool. Well, like I said, when your general manager comes in and says, yeah, this is going to be a challenge, it's going to be a challenge. Dom is getting wonka. Dom got wonked. Trying to show me up. Show me up. I'll show you up. Well, I'm not getting wonked for different vowels than last week's for sure. You're going to get wonked, Dom. Don't worry. I miss Dom already. I believe a lot of the injuries could be because of little offseason. No, they still went through the offseason programs. And you went through a full training camp. You went through a full preseason. I think it's what you call it. I do think it might be conditioning. I really do. It could be. I don't know. I got a ton of snow, like 12 inches. That's a lot of snow. 8 inches. That's what she said. I know. He's a kid, though. He's a kid, though.
That's what she said.
I was going to do that, but he's a kid, though. I can't do that. I'm convinced the rash of injuries come from moving the training facilities from Albany to New Jersey. Maybe. I don't think about that. 6 inches of snow in the Carolinas is all gone today. We got it yesterday. Well, I woke up this morning and it was 6. 6. And then they go, well, it's -4 with the wind chill factor. And I don't know who the wind chill factor is, but if I find him, I'm going to punch him in the back of the head. And Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo, Bingo. Baker Mayfield, at least it looks like the part of the quarterback. DJ is a 0-star recruit and only got the job at Duke because the guy ahead of him got hurt. You're not wrong. I forgot about that too. You're not wrong. I'm not going to knock poor DJ's college career. He had a better one than I did. Tempered expectations, feeling very status quo, collaborative effort, first-time offensive coordinator. Now a coach is all in on Jones. I know, Mike, but I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic. I've turned over a new leaf in 2022. I'm being cautiously optimistic now. We all know that's going to last like a week. DJ can make all the throws. No, he can't. I wish he could. He can't. I wish he could. According to Pro Football Focus, DJ has the best stats on perfect days. When the weather is perfect, DJ is the best quarterback in history of the world. 2022 is basically a trial for DJ and these coaches. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. They're going to be here at least 4 years, even if they stink. I agree with that. If DJ shows nothing, They will take their own quarterback next year. I agree. Agree. DJ has butterfingers too. No field vision. Allen is a different breed. He has all the tools Jones has. You know what I love about Daniel Jones? I don't want to turn this into the Bash Daniel Jones hour. Someone sent me a picture of him making that catch and say, look at the athleticism. And I wrote back, I said, that's awesome if you're a tight end. If you're my starting quarterback, I don't care if you can make an awesome OBJ catch. No, they don't. People forget Dave Brown at 9. He had a 9-6 record. He got benched for one game. But yes, people do forget that. And they missed the playoffs. They do. I think you got that stat from here. If the Giants pass on the quarterback this season, they will not be a 500 team for the next 5 years, especially if they're passing on a guy named Malik Willis. We all know that. Idiocy. Whoa. Idiocy. If anyone thinks a rookie line is good, that's what I just don't understand. Everyone's like, we're gonna draft 3 linemen. They're all gonna start. So I'm gonna have 3 rookie linemen, Andrew Thomas, and another. Kind of like that's gonna work out. They're good. Hey, Killian Farrell, what's up, my friend? I haven't seen Killian's been dropping by more and more. I love it when Killian comes in. Conditioning was fine. Run some laps. Get those damn laps in. I still tell you, man, to this day, and I will say this, and I will say it loud and proud, I am the first one that came on YouTube and said to all the idiots that are at FanFest right now running laps, you are idiots. Because running laps is a punishment. It does not show support for your head coach. Whoever brilliant idea it was that, hey, let's go run some laps for Joe Judge. You never played it down in your life. That's all I'm going to say. As a Jet fan, is that the guy from, is that the Twilight Zone guy? Is that from one of the Twilight Zone episodes? As a Jet fan, you guys are in similar positions as us last year. We should or should not keep Darnold. Draft an O-line, only a draft a quarterback, and then someone. Yeah, you know what? I don't like comparing us to the Jets, but I do compare us to the Jets because we are in a similar Jet situation. It's not snowing in Puerto Rico. Oh, great. Great. It's also not snowing on the moon, but I'm not going there. I woke up this morning and it was 66 degrees. Shut up, Mike. I love you, Mike, but shut up. Let's see here. I think we should one more year at DJ, then we draft. I think we are going to do one more year with DJ. I think we are going that direction. We are going to do one more year. But oh my God, savage, poor DJ. I love DJ, man. So you have DJ wallpapers on your phone. No, they don't, James. Be nice. You know they have little pictures of DJ under their pillows that they kiss every night and they tuck it all in and they just hope and pray that DJ is going to be the man after 4 years. What's up, Killian? DJ can't make every throw, but with a solid offense around him, I think he can get 10-win quarterback. But here's the problem, and I said this before, Josh Allen doesn't need everything to go right. Matthew Stafford does not need everything to go right. Joe Burrow does not need everything to go right. Patrick Mahomes does not need everything to go right. Jimmy G does. The liability for the 49ers in this game with the Rams is going to be Jimmy G. Jimmy G is what we hope Daniel Jones can turn into Jimmy G. But it's still not going to be good enough unless you have a wonderful defense, a wonderful offensive line, and wonderful weapons. Dom is leaving. Dom evidently has got to go back to work. Help the wife. We have to give a salute to Dom before he leaves. We have to all right, everyone, get ready. Hold up your mugs. Hold up your coffee glasses. This is the salute to the Dahmer. Dahmer has to check out because he's heading down to Poppycockers, best in London adult entertainment in the West End. If you want your poppycock, you go see Dom at Poppycockers. That's for you, my brother. See, Dom will be back on Tuesday on the 4:00 show. I love when people go to me, Tim, you do streams at the weirdest times. Yeah, I do. What's up, Zach? It's that Chris Mara needs to be working with Bishop Sycamore. He does. Can't get enough of those throws to win with a solid team around. Yeah, he can, but you could say that about a lot of quarterbacks. You say that about Marcus Mariota. You could say that about Mitchell Trubisky, who went to the playoffs twice. If you have everything right around you, you can have a non-special quarterback get you to the playoffs. But the problem is you need to have a quarterback that does not need everything around them. Wouldn't mind taking a chance on Wilson second round. Well, he's not going to be there. That's the problem. He's not. When Willis gets drafted in the top 10, anyone that's been bashing me about Willis, you need to come onto the show and say to Tim, I am sorry. I am wrong. You were right about Malik Willis. That never happens. You know, I can't actually say that. Some people have been apologizing lately. I don't like it. Ever seen the movie Major Pain with Damon Wayans? And the kid gives him a hug. He goes, and he tries to choke him out. And the lady comes around. Hillary from Fresh Prince comes around and said, "No, don't choke him. He's just trying to show you affection." Because I don't like it. It makes me feel all funny. So that's what happens to me when people apologize and try to be nice to me. They come back and apologize. And I was telling my wife, I was there like, I don't know what to do. It's almost like, oh, you're apologizing? Fuck you. Stop apologizing. Don't apologize to me. I don't like it. I don't know how to handle it. I do think that DJ is ceiling as Mariota. I could see that. Don't mention atheism about a guy who falls down right in the end zone with no one around him. Yeah, it's true. He does fall. It's a great fall, though. We haven't played that one in a while. Oh, my God. Where is that one?
It's Daniel Jones at the 5. It's Daniel Jones.
I got coffee.
Never mind.
We haven't played the Daniel Jones falling down sound effect in a long time. Thank you, T-Brad. T-Brad and James Williams in the house, in the chat, making it all worthwhile. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. It all goes to the kids. So which quarterback in the last 10 years has won a big game on their own without anyone around him? Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Could think of a couple times he's done that. I could think of the magical Phil Simms game. Who the Giants had an average average offense at best that year, and they won. I could think 2011 Eli Manning. Giants had the worst ranked offensive line and and at the time was a bad defense until they got hot in the playoffs. Shall I continue? Because I probably could. Tom Brady. People are already Tom Brady. Zach Eli Manning. It's just one of those things that you have to have a quarterback you have a willingness in. You have to have a quarterback that you can look and say, if things go wrong, this guy can still do right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. You want that. Major Pain, great movie. You need that, and I'm not bashing. I'm not bashing Daniel Jones for the fact, but Daniel Jones, if you listen to what people say, and you even listen to what his own general manager and his own owner says, everything, and you basically just to the point, everything has to be perfect around him. That's basically what they're saying. Everything has to be perfect around him. You can't quarterback that way in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers has willed his team's NFC championship games with minimal, sometimes, talent around him. You got to think that way. I would do if we don't go Malik, I would go with the Riddler. I already said that I would do the Riddler and if we get the Riddler in the second round, I would probably do that because then, like I said, then if I did that, I could spend all day going, hold on, I got to do this. I can spend all day going, oh no, we got the Riddler. Want to know why?
I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman. Willis will not make it past the Steelers. That's about as far as he will drop. Don't worry, he won't make it in the past five in the perfect way. He's not going to make it past 5. He's not. And again, he has a talent that people say this. He is an enigma. And I said it before, there's going to be no gray area. He's going to be really good or he's going to be really bad. He's Michael Vick or he's Dwayne Haskins. He's Michael Vick or he's David Klingler. That's the problem. Tom Brady. DJ Fanboy is acting like next year this team's going to be great online. He's going to ball out. Become Josh Allen. Yeah, everything's going to change. Carson Wentz. Another good one. Carson Wentz did it. That's what I'm worried about, Mike Glenn. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the Panthers at 6. I am definitely afraid of the McAdoo drafting the quarterback. I'm definitely afraid of that because he is, the way that Mahomes was coming out of Texas Tech, Willis has some Mahomeism in him. He does. He's Patrick Mahomes. He's got that factor, and that's who the dude who wanted. I wasn't anti-Darnold last year, but I'm not sure how Giant fans can defend DJ. I don't know either. I would consider drafting a quarterback this year and I've said the same thing. You got to get a quarterback. You can't just keep waiting for years. Now, my other question is for you, sir. How happy were you, and I know this answer, when the Jets got rid of Leonard Williams? How happy were you? Seriously, Carson Wentz. There's a lot of people. Eli Manning. Can you show your Willis fan cave? No, because I would have to drop down this wall here. And no, I don't know if I can get the screen down. I can't get the screen down. Next, you know what? Next show, I will do the Willis man cave behind me. I will do that the next show because I have all these paintings and stuff hanging up, and I got helmets over here, and I got robots and Bigfoot and the Karate Kid and He-Man, and I'm like a 4-year-old. Mahomes got to the Super Bowl with the worst offensive line. There we go. We're just naming guys left and right. I have a feeling the Rams might be going. I hope the Rams are going because I want an OBJ thing. Rodgers is a bust. Brady had top 15 O-lines his entire career. No, Brady did not have top 15 O-lines his entire career. Go back and look at his lines early in his career when they won Super Bowls. Go back and look at his receiving core. You're throwing to Jabbar Gaffney. And Rodgers won a Super Bowl. Rodgers is probably one of the best quarterbacks behind, and I hate Aaron Rodgers, behind Tom Brady. He wills his team every year to the playoffs. He's a douche, but he's a talented douche who can do things without people around him. 2 of the Chiefs starting offensive line were undrafted free agents in the class. None of their offensive line were drafted in the first round. You don't need a first rounder. You need to find talent and coach it up. Yeah, you got to go find like an Orlando Brown Jr. Who the Giants could have gotten. He'd still be good. Who? Zach, Word, Steve Smith, Hakeem Nicks, Manningham was all left with Eli. Yeah, but that's all right. We're all good here. We're not the Macadoo. We're not making fun of Daniel Jones. It's nothing but love. Haskins played with 3 of the best wide receiving colleges. They were open 10 yards most every play. I hated Dwayne Haskins coming out of college. I was told I was a racist because I hated Dwayne Haskins. I said, no, Dwayne Haskins to me he was a product of the system. He was a 1-year starter. He's like, but I called him a lollipop thrower. And what a lollipop thrower is, this is kind of what Mike is talking about. When you were a lollipop thrower, you see like top of my head, like it's like the top of a lollipop. When he throws, it's like the top of a lollipop, which is a bad way to throw in the NFL, but it's a good way to throw in college when you have wide receivers that are 10 yards open. Shane Falco. He was a quarterback, yeah. He was. The reason I like the Riddler second round is because there's a chance he's the guy. If not, he's not a huge financial commitment. And well, the problem is it's a second round pick. Second round pick is still a high positional value pick. And I like the Riddler because of the fact that I think he is I'm not going to say a lower version of Malik Willis, but I think he doesn't have the same explosiveness as Malik does. But I think he could be good too. Derek Carr lost his coach and his number 1 receiver here and still made the playoffs. Joe Burrow has no offensive line. He's in the championship game. But that's okay. I'm happy they weren't paying him $22 million, but I was a fan of him on the Jets, so I'm rooting for his individual success. That's the problem with Leonard Williams. This is what I heard a lot about Leonard Williams with the Jets. Leonard Williams was more interested in individual success than he was playing for the Jets. And I've said this before. Leonard Williams doesn't play for the Giants. He plays for Leonard Williams. Don't worry, guys. We still better than Joe Judge's quarterback. We're going to be better. No, I'm not making fun of Daniel Jones. We're not making fun of James. Nobody's making fun of Daniel Jones. I hate Daniel Jones. Guess I'm a racist. Oh, well. Oh, my God. I'm friends with a racist. Didn't know that, James. Oh, my God. What am I going to do now? Oh, my goodness gracious. Tom Coughlin's 76 years old. He's not the answer. Shane is a great start. Gettleman screwed up so badly. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a start. It's going to be, we just need to kind of focus. We just got to not worry. Not worry so much, guys. You know what? We're going to be bad. Everyone had false hope last year. Well, not everyone. Some dashing young YouTuber, who shall be nameless, who happens to be on this channel, said the Giants were going to win 6 games best. Because I went with the Vegas situation. But you know what? We're going to be, there should not be false hope this year. There should not be false optimism. There should be realism. And I forgot the thing I quoted myself saying about realistic expectations. I forgot the word, whatever I used. I forgot. And that's what we need to just have. We just have to be realistic in our options about what this team's going to be. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to suck. Because we know it. And I forget the term I used because it was awesome. And that's what we should do. We should be that, when that term I used was basically saying just be realistic. And I think that's, you know what? And we'll have a better fan base. Does John Mara really care if we win or lose, man? He's making money. He's making billions of dollars. I mean, I would care. People forget the Saints were up at 11 and Sean Payton got cute, Sean Payton did get cute, but we're not going to get Sean Payton because he retired. We let the man go. T-Brad, I was making fun of Dan Jones. That play was when he felt was just so bad as the butt fumble. I called that the butt fumble of the Giants. T-Brad, I think everyone remembers that. I called that the butt fumble of the Giants. Oh, my God. Does anyone trust this organization to give us the truth about Daniel Jones? It's like, well, they can't really. There's HIPAA laws involved. There's certain things right now because it's off season. You don't have to report injuries now, so they really can't. So I'm not going to sit there and bash Giants for that. Daniel Jones made $18 million for sucking at his job. If I sucked at our jobs, we'd be fired. That's not wrong. Greeny Green. Where's all the fans who talked about how Reese left us in a bad positions? Those fans are the same fans that disappeared when I said the Giants were going to win 6 games. And we should be lucky if they win 6 games. All those fans are gone. They're all gone. What if DJ's next issues don't go away? He needs surgery or something. I don't think the problem is we're 7 months away. I said this before. I think it's a bone injury. I think there's either some kind of crack or fracture or spiral crack or whatever they call it in one of the vertebrae or whatever. I think they're waiting to see if it heals, and which is why he's not been cleared for contact. And I think they'll see if the bone fuses itself. If not, he might need surgery. It's not a David Wilson situation because David Wilson had spinal stenosis, which is a narrowing of the canal in the neck or whatever it is. And that's hereditary. That was something he always had. He lived with that. So I'm thinking there's still got to be something neck injury related wise. Let's see here. What's going on? That was calling card for Gettleman, smartest person in the room, only when he's the only person in the room. I said this before, though. If you think you're the smartest person in the room, normally you are the dumbest person in the room. Danny Dimes will rise again. Can we call him like Danny 2.5 cents first and let him rise up to Danny Dimes? I hope he's like the fiery Phoenix. Real talk. I'm afraid Daniel Jones will get one good time next year. He will end his career. I'm legit worried about. I'm worried about him too. You got to be worried. You got to be worried about Daniel Jones, not just for his football career, but his life. You don't want to see him get paralysis. You don't. What's up, Lorenzo? I honestly think we will be better in 2 years, but I don't think Jones will be around. I don't think Jones will be around. I think we will be better in 2024. I do think we will get better, but I don't see us getting any better this year. I'm sorry. I'm new to the channel. I assume you want the Giants to draft Malik Willis with your first or second round picks. If you believe that he has potential to be, yes, I am a Malik Willis fan. I am a huge Malik Willis fan. Big Malik Willis fan. Malik Willis is one of my is the guy I want the Giants to draft. I've been talking about Malik Willis now for a while, and I forgot, since you are new to the channel, you get the
Welcome to the party, pal.
you always got to throw out that you're new to the channel, then you get to welcome to it. Objectively observant fans. Oh, I knew it. Logic's Finest comes up with it. Objectively observant. That's what we need to be. Boy, I do sound smart. Thank you. Thank you, Logic's Finest. Jerry Reese drafted JPP, OBJ, and Justin Pugh. Name me 3 players generally drafted were as good as those 3. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to wait a little longer. I'll have to think about that one. I'll have to think about that one. Reese won 2 Super Bowls. Reese won 1 Super Bowl. 2000 Super Bowl, you have to give credit to Ernie Accorsi because that was his team. That was his free agents. I've said it a million times. I give all the credit in the world for 2011 for Ernie Accorsi. I mean, for what's his name? For Jerry Reese. I do give that. We need to spend money on a backup this year. Yeah, Mick, but the problem is we don't have any money to spend. I wish we did have some money to spend on a backup. I wish we had money to spend on anything. I'm still thinking of players. I think we may be, what's up, Mike? I think we may do as good as we did last year. Right now, I don't see us beating the Lions or the Jets. I don't either. And for people that sitting there and looking and say, well, we have a 4th place schedule. I remember people doing their schedule predictions and they had all these gimme games. Oh, this is a gimme game. This is a gimme game. This is a gimme game. And we lost all those games. I remember when people were saying Miami was a gimme game. And I kept telling the people, even when Miami was 1-7, people were like, this is a gimme game. I said, no, don't sleep on Miami, man. And I wish Dom was here because we did it on our podcast. I was like, don't sleep on Miami because they're good. Can we trade for Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers isn't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not. But here's the problem. But James is saying that Andrew Thomas looks good. Andrew Thomas is yet to play at a high quality for an entire 16, 17 games now. He's not better than JPP or OBJ. He's not better than that. He is not better than that. Thomas, I can't give you Thomas. I'm not giving you Tony. You had Tony almost all of his yards in one game. And he got it with Mike Glennon. McKinney, we'll have to wait and see. McKinney had a good year. You keep forgetting Mississippi Pizza. We have the punter. It's the punter. Whoever made the comment, you're bugging. DJ is hurt right now. Pugh was good. Pugh was playing in Arizona well. We're all in the playoffs. They were. Mitchell Trubisky got 2.5 million. There's no shot. He's going to get 10. No, he is going to get ECK. He will get 10. He got 2.5 because of the fact that there was nothing on the market. There are so many positions open right now for either a backup quarterback or a quarterback. Yeah, he will get 10 million. Tony's going to show up this year. I love everyone's blind faith in Kadarius Toney. Blind faith. Here's the problem with Kadarius Toney, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I've said this before, the league has figured it out. Kadarius Toney can't run routes. Coming out of Florida, he had 1 good year in 4 in Florida in a COVID season. The nicest thing they could say about his route running is that it is unique. It was unique, which means you can't run routes. What happened was with Kadarius Toney before he got injured after the big Dallas game, people figured out. And it's not that difficult to figure out. When Kadarius catches the ball, stay in front of him. Let him do his juking, let him do his run around, let him do everything, but stay in front of him. And all you have to do is keep him in front of you, let him do his business as the rest of the team converges. That's what they teach you. They used to call him jitterbugs. Back in my day, we played against a wide receiver. He was a jitterbug. Couldn't run a route, but he was a jitterbug. He was jitterbug. Jitterbug used to be an old dance, and he would dance around. He'd do his thing. But if you kept him in front of you, and you did not allow him to go forward progress, as he was doing all of his moves, the rest of the team converged. And until Tony can figure out how to run routes, that's what the league is going to do. Especially if he retires. Let's see here. I disagree with you about Reese in 2017. Remember, he could have pulled a dump Davey and trade everyone. But here's the problem. It was Ernie Accorsi who signed all the big free agents the year before. It was Ernie Accorsi who drafted the quarterback. Without those free agents from the 2006 team that we had in 2007, we would not have made the playoffs. And that was Ernie Accorsi. So I can't give him 2007. I've said it a million times. I give him 2011, but I can't give him 2007. From what I gather, drafting the quarterback, especially Willis, is a pretty unpopular opinion with a Giant fan, but I don't care. I am the number one hated Giant YouTuber among Giant YouTubers. I bet you get a ton of flack for it if you think he's the guy you draft. I agree. You know what? My friend, I always tell people, these shoulders are broad. I'm like this guy. I got big, broad shoulders. I can handle it. I can take it. Raw as hell. Great way to put it. Raw as hell. Tony will show up with one shoe. One eye. Let's rap. Okay. Oh my God. Everyone would tell, I don't care if he raps. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do in the off season. Do whatever you want to do. But when the season starts, when training camp starts, you need to drop everything else. Because Ross was black, he never got recognized for his 2 Super Bowls and never get a job. We needed more black GMs as head coaches. Who's Ross? You mean Reese? Yeah, you know what, James, you're not going to win. You're not going to win that battle. We like the battle. Not a bad pick. I was looking at this Hilltop. Not a bad draft. I mean, like I said, it's. I don't know. I can't take Linderbaum at 7 though. Sorry, I can't. Unless, like I said a million times, unless he's Dwight Stevenson, and you could tell me he's Dwight Stevenson, I cannot take a center at 7. Can't. There's too many centers that you can get later in the draft. It's again, I've said this before. The first round, there's positional values. There's positional values about what you should draft in the first round, because every positions, if you ever been, I can't, not everyone has, but if you ever been with an NFL team or in a draft room, they have positions that are valued in the first round, and they have them ranked. And center is very low on the list for a first round pick. Schoen, go Bills. Woohoo. He has number 2 ECK. Everyone is injured. Yeah, you're right. You guys bringing up Tony. He didn't even play 10 games. That's why I said, James, there's no winning, James. I forgot. James is a racist. Forgot. Racist. Thought I was a racist. That's why me and James are buddies. We're both racists. I loved it when someone said I was a racist in one of the other chats. And then someone said, you know what, just all the things I've said before. And then at the end, they plugged it with Tim, worst racist ever. I don't hate you, Joe Rev. I like you too. Why do I hate you? You're saying I'm the most hated Giant. You're not a Giant YouTuber, though. I am the number 1 hated Giant YouTuber among Giant YouTubers. I wear that badge with honor, too. But then people want to be nice to me. I don't like it. Makes me feel a little funny. We got to get that sound effect. It's a sad thing that the majority of Giant fandom wear rose-colored glasses. Yeah. You're not wrong. Ernie Accorsi is still alive. Someone get him a damn Zoom call. No, we don't need Ernie Accorsi. We don't need Ernie Accorsi. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. With a new offensive line, the Giants should be a lot better. They need to focus on right tackle and guard and center and guards. I think there should be a plural there. OBJ is not the team and not on the team because he wanted to act like a dog in the end zone and went on ESPN and trashed Eli for sitting next to a rapper. Yeah. I still like OBJ. As you can see behind me on my wall, there's an OBJ autograph picture of him making the catch. I'm always going to be an OBJ fan. He acted like an idiot, but I'm always going to be an OBJ. He never did anything Terrell Owens-esque. He never did anything, except we don't know what he was smoking with the French model in the TikTok video. We don't know what he was smoking there. And it's not that I'm against that, but it is against the league policy. So, I don't know. Lazy and sloppy. I don't know if he's lazy. Kadarius Turner. I don't know if he's lazy. Nah, Tim, cool. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I'm OG. I keep telling people like, you're so OG. And I was thinking to myself, well, OG means I'm old. But I'll take that. I am old. Tim, what is worse? New York Giants season in the 70s, New York Giants season in 2007. This year was the worst year I've ever seen. And I've seen the bad years. I've seen the Arnsbergers. I've seen the McVays. Saw the 17. This is the worst season I've ever seen. The last 6 games of this season were the worst season, in my mind, were the worst in Giants history. Jeff Saturday was Eli Manning's most important lineman. Trade down to 7. Then where was Jeff Saturday taken, though? Where was Jeff Saturday drafted? Do you know? Anybody know? I'd like to know that question. I'd like to know that question because Jeff Saturday wasn't important. He was an integral part of the offense. And let's see here. Oh, Jeff Saturday, undrafted free agent. Can I just prove my point there? Thank you, Danny. I don't know if you were trying to prove my point, but you just proved my point. Tim, all fans want is a new offensive lineman. But what about the defense? I agree. Defense literally needs to completely replace everyone except, I don't disagree with that. You can keep Xavier. I like Xavier McKinney. Julian Love fills the spot. So does Darnay Holmes. The kid, what's his name? Robinson looks like he could be a player. I mean, you're going to be stuck with Dalvin Tomlinson. Not Dalvin Tomlinson. I wish we were stuck with Dalvin Tomlinson. You're going to be stuck with Dexter Lawrence for another season. We got you probably Leonard Williams one more year as well. Tim, I know you're right. But when they're acting like Archie Bunker and George Jefferson were racist because we don't follow what everyone says. People forget that George Jefferson used to be on the Archie Bunkers or whatever it's called. All in the Family. He used to be on that show. And then they went and got the spinoff to have the Jeffersons. Moving on up to the side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. You guys complain about tone, yet your regards. What? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. I'd like to hear your opinion about the lack of black GMs and head coaches. I'm not going to lie to you. You want my opinion? I'll tell you my opinion. I don't think the Giants are an inherently racist organization. I don't. I've said this before. I've said you would want them to think that they were past that, that people are past it, but people aren't. I understand that. I'm not obtuse to the fact that, there is still racism in the world and there's still probably racism in sports, but you want to think that sometimes the talent goes beyond that. And I've said that before. If it was me, I don't care if I draft I don't care if Malik Willis is black. I don't care if Malik Willis is from Pluto. If I think he's the best guy, he's the best guy. I do think that there needs to be more diversity in a sport where I think 70% of the players are black. I do think that, because you can't tell me they're not quality candidates that are black for head coaches or GM positions. I wanted Ryan Poles. I did. Oh, I loved it because that was the comment when someone was telling me I was a racist. And then someone pointed out that I wanted Ryan Poles, Eric Bieniemy as my head coach, and I want to draft Malik Willis. And that's when someone wrote worst racist ever. Because I don't look at color. I don't see color. I see talent. And you would hope that the rest of the league would come into that, because like I said, I don't care where you're from. Don't care. You could be from India. You could be from China. I don't care. If you got the talent to play and make my team better, sign them up. And I do think certain organizations need to kind of go that way. But that's my opinion. And then I got James Williams chiming in. Tim supports Reese and he wants us to draft Wills. I do. What's up, Joey? Do you think he can fix the route running, though, Tim? Here's the thing about running routes. Running routes is about discipline. You don't have to be the greatest route runner in the world, but you need to be disciplined with what you do. That's what you need to do. You need to be disciplined. And I don't know if you can do that. Dude took the slant to the house. Here's the problem. And I've said this I said the same thing about year 2 with Darius Slayton. When the league gets film on you, you are screwed, and you need to readjust to how the league is adjusting to your talents. And if you do not figure that out, that's why most players have a sophomore slump, because the league has all the film now. They know your tendencies because they pay people just to track this. And then you turn around and you have to readjust to them. And I don't think Kadarius can do that. I don't. Would love Wink or Fangio. I would like Wink or Fangio as a D7 coordinator. I would. I wouldn't mind Patrick Graham coming back. I think it would be a weird situation for him to come back, but I wouldn't mind Patrick Graham coming back. Problem with Patrick Graham is kind of what I just said. His defense did not adjust. He had a defensive substitution that first year that worked to a T. Coordinators couldn't figure it out. It's like the run and shoot. It's like the 46 zone. It's like all these things that were big for a short period of time. Then the league gets film and they figure out your deficiencies. And the problem is with Patrick was, and that's why he had so many problems getting off the field on third and fourth downs, was the fact that I thought he should go with more of a defense of versatility, not substitution. You keep the same versatility in my mind, which keep the same 11 guys on the field, but you put them in different spots. So you don't know what you're running. And you kind of did that the year before because you had Peppers in the box like 67% of the time. You move guys around. You had it was Bradbury. It was Bradbury, Logan Ryan, Blake Martinez, and there was a fourth guy. Oh, Dalvin Tomlinson. They played almost 100% of the snaps. You do the same thing, but you just move the guy around. If you take Tony over OBJ anytime, Blue City Empire, I might have to put you in timeout. I might have to put you in timeout. When you have a worst overseas on Ray Hanley, but damn, yeah, Ray Hanley was bad, man. Ray Hanley took a championship team and wrecked it. Tim, according to Joe Judge, they didn't quit, and this is one reason he's gone. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The only way I can see OBJ coming back to New York is it would be like, he's not going to come back to New York. OBJ is not coming back to New York. Not even about it. What's up, Rich? You had guys on the Giants team last year that were collecting the check, lazy, no heart, no pride, bums. Agree. I had the agree. I had the agree 100%. That's what you had. You had guys that quit. And I said this. You had guys that are just playing for money. You had guys that were playing for the name on the back of the jersey, not in the front. Bring Hernandez back as a cheap deal. Sign him to a stopgap guard draft. I can't bring him back. I can't. Will Hernandez has just regressed so exponentially since that season. I said that in his second year, man. For a guy that seems so cool and collective, he lost it. He lost it, man. What's up, Tom? Jason Kellick in the sixth round pick. Okay. All right. Okay. Get ready to clean house. We need to be in full rebuild. We are going to be in full rebuild, and that's fine. We're going to be in full rebuild. It's all good. I'd love to know how Judge figured the team didn't quit. They didn't score over 9 points in any of the last 6 games. That wasn't a show of any kind of effort. Yeah, well, Joe Judge was kind of... Joe Judge had a pizza party after he got fired. That's how delusional this man is. And only 3 players showed up. And all those 3 players should be cut because it was Logan Ryan, Daniel Jones, and David Sills. Cut them all. I don't want anyone going to the coach's pizza party after he gets fired. That's because you don't go to Discord. There's something called Discord. Because they're afraid to say things to me in my face. Go to Discord. I got wonderful screenshots from Discord. That's great. One day when I quit, I'm just going to put all the screenshots up because it really tells a true story about behind the Giant content creators. It's kind of funny. Tim Robinson gets torched against a good defense. Love is too small to be effective. Gronkowski was literally carrying Love on his back to Tampa. He was. But Robinson's still a rookie. Love can fill you still need depth players. I'm not saying that Love is going to be this guy that's going to come in and start, but you need depth guys. You got a whole team full of depth guys. I didn't know he was in the 6th round. I didn't know that. I really didn't. I didn't know the guy. I didn't know they got. I did not know that. That was a great scout team. You're right. You're right. Fact. Today, the sky is falling. The Jeffersons live in the... They do. Jeffersons was a good show. I like kind of a random question. Well, I like random questions. Kind of a random question. I'm a fighting Irishman. Hail to Notre Dame. Do you still think Jalen Smith's roster status is going to be next year, bringing him back? I would bring him back. He is what he is. And in some ways, he is Blake Martinez. except Blake Martinez has better coverage skills at times. But he's still like 27, I think he is. He's had a couple good years in Dallas. He just got kind of edged out by younger, more athletic linebackers. But the Giants' lack of quality depth. I love Tay Crowder. Love the kid to death, but he's too small to be your inside linebacker. And yes, you're like, well, he made all these tackles. Yes. And I've said this before. I was on bad teams. And on a bad team, someone still has to make the tackles. And that's what kind of people kind of forget. What do you got here? I'm telling people the New York Giants they did have a black team, but why are we talking about that? I don't want to talk about race. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about fun stuff. Unless you have a superior talent. I don't know what that means. I must have missed something somewhere. There's too many things in the chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. This man is a real YouTuber. I just say it like it is, man. I don't care. But I appreciate it, Glenn. I don't care if you... My thing is this. I'm always going to have my opinion. And I'm going to tell you my opinion. But that's just it. It's my opinion. And you could agree with it. You could disagree with it. Now, I don't mind when people do. I actually prefer when people do disagree with the opinion because of the fact that I think it makes for better content. And I do like when people agree with it because, you always want people of similar mind around you. But like I said, if I am the one man, and I've said this a million times, if I say something, and I've said this a million times on the channel, because people always tell me this. I always love this comment. You're not wrong when you say things. You just say them too early. What the hell does that mean? I don't mind being the one guy that stands alone. My father always taught me that. My father taught me it's easy to go along with the crowd, but it's more difficult to be the one guy that stands there by himself with your convictions when everyone else is against you. And that's why I will do my channel. Who you got today? Burrows or the Mahomes? I want the Mahomie. I want Mahomes to win. I really do. I think the Bengals are a good story, but I don't think they can beat either the Rams or beat the 49ers defense. I think I want it to be, honestly, if it's me, I want the Chiefs and I want the Rams. Because I want OBJ to go to the Super Bowl. The guy has gone through so much crap the last couple seasons in Cleveland. And I know he brings a lot of it upon himself, but he's a Giant. You still want him to succeed. And he was a great Giant. He was a great Giant. Lou Vega. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to Sorry, Lou. Tim, that's me. What if we use Tony like he used to use Dave Meggett? The problem with Dave Meggett is, and most people forget, I remember Dave Meggett. I remember Dave Meggett very clearly and vividly because I'm old. Dave Meggett, as a third down back, was actually a good route runner. Now, if Tony can adjust and do that, then yeah. Is Tony capable of being used like Kamara or Debo? See, Kamara is a different player. Debo is a bigger guy. Debo Samuels, he could be more like Debo, but he's not going to be Alvin Kamara. Glenn, I wouldn't be here if Tim and anyone else in the chat didn't keep it real. I appreciate that, James. He's got to cut a lot of dead weight. He's got to cut a ton of dead weight. All right, guys, we got 4 more minutes here. I got to go to the mall. My son went sledding yesterday with his friends. Got a big field down the ways. That's how you talk in the country. You tell him a country guy. Go down the ways. And of course, the kid comes out sledding because it was like 17 degrees, and he got all of his winter clothes off, and he was bright red. So we're like, we have to go get him winter clothes because we weren't supposed to be here. We were supposed to be in the South. So we got rid of all the winter stuff. And of course, life changes. So now I have to go get my son winter gear. And I also want to go to the Wegmans supermarket because they make good sandwiches. They need good sandwiches. I like sandwiches. I made a nice beignet yesterday and I forgot to eat it. We had Chinese food. And I forgot about the pork. Good point, Tim. Need an addict. We just need like I said, everyone in large finance. I'm just saying everyone always wants an all-star at every position. Sometimes you need depth. And that was the problem with the Giants. They had no depth. Tackle, edge, first round, linebacker, second, then final lineman in the third. We get a couple picks in the third. Again, it depends on who the player is. I know some people get down on some of the defensive linemen and some of the offensive linemen because they had like one bad game. But you can't do that. What's up, Alex Sports? Giants have 15 former players playing. Yes, I did a video about that. I did about all the players that were good enough for the playoffs, but not good enough for the Giants. If you want to go watch that video, that was a good video. And I ran through all of them. And it's crazy the amount of ex-Giants in the playoffs. CJ Stroud is a Buckeye, so take him with a grain of salt. Also, Stroud is going to be a sophomore. He's going way back to school and messing up everyone's draft strategy. I don't have a problem with Buckeye quarterbacks. I liked Justin Fields. I still like Justin Fields. I said that if I was the Giants, I would have taken Justin Fields last year if they didn't get Parsons. If they could get Parsons. I said that. I like Justin Fields a lot. There was a play against the 49ers that somebody had on Twitter, and I was commenting on it because of the fact that was the play I was talking about. He ran, it was like a 30-yard touchdown run, but he made like all 11 guys miss. That's what Daniel Jones can't do. Riddler in the second pick as our backup. I don't have a problem with Riddler. Like I said, I would do the Riddler. I would pick the Riddler. But I need the guy. We need the brother of.
Gotta get to work.
We need Willie Beeman's brother, stepbrother, Malik Willis.
Come on. My name is Will.
Because that's the situation we are in. We need excitement with this team. Jeffrey! Sad part is it seems like the Giants will pass on Will Anderson, Devin Lloyd, and Dean for another offensive line. Even worse, they passed up on a quarterback again. What a joke. Best player available. I wanted the Giants to get William Gay Jr. I did a video on it because I thought he's playing with Kansas City. I don't know if he's playing now because he had domestic issue, but it wasn't a bad thing. He like broke a phone. That was the kind of player I wanted the Giants to draft at linebacker. I wanted the Giants to draft a White before the Tampa Bay got him. We just don't have these athletic guys at linebacker. That's the problem we have. Tim, which Giants quarterback do you like? Phil Simms. Phil Simms backed up one of us, the second Super Bowl. Kerry Collins, 2 times. You forgetting Chuck and Charlie Conley, who won 2 championships and 2 NFL MVPs. You're forgetting Wyatt Tittle, who also won 2 MVPs with the Giants. People forget the Giants actually had 2 quarterbacks that won 4 MVPs between the 2 of them. One of the MVP was what they refer to as contested MVP because of the fact there were 2 MVP awards at one season when Charlie Conley was playing. And Charlie Conley, of course, is the original Marlboro Man. Those pictures that you go back in the 70s of the Marlboro Man, that's Chuck and Charlie Conley. So if I'm picking out of the quarterback bunch, though, if I'm going to pick a list of my Giant quarterbacks, if I'm going in regards to talent, I am probably going to go because it's older guys and no one knows about it. I'm probably going to have to go people like I got to go like Charlie Conley. You got to go then probably Eli Manning, then Phil Simms, then Wyatt. Well, actually, you're probably going to have to go Manning, Wyatt Tittle, Phil Simms, then Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins will be on the bottom of my list. Were you always an anti? I'm not an anti-DJer. I just point out things that DJ does wrong and people hate it. Not everybody's right. I'm not a DJ. I'm not an anti-DJ. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not an anti-DJer. Tim, I have killed Leonard Williams from day one. When he signed the contract, I got so much hate and I stopped talking to people about it. Not to say I told you so, but I was right. I said you cannot give Leonard Williams more than $11 million a year. People said I was an idiot. I said you cannot forget the first 5 seasons of his career and take season 6 and say season 6 is going to negate these 5 years. You are what you are the first 5 seasons. You have what you refer to as a career year. And that's why I said he was going to revert back to our favorite
King of the almost sack.
He was king of the almost sack. Do you think Tate Crowder's a future starter for this team? He shouldn't be. He's just undersized. I had a great guy. I had when I played basketball in high school. We had a player that was getting scouted by Wake Forest, and I've said this story before. Basketball is my first love. I was a good basketball player. I was a very good basketball player. But the problem is I was 6'2", but I had the skill set of a 7-footer. And the guy from Wake Forest came in, he was scouting, and then he pulled me over after the game. And he said, I got to tell you something. I said, okay, great. He goes, if you were 8 inches taller, we'd be offering you a scholarship right now. He says, the one thing I can't teach is height. And that's the thing that you can't teach with Tate Crowder. You can't teach size and height. And he can be better than a Phillips. He can be better than a fill-in starter. Is he going to be anything but more than not a stopgap guy? He's going to be anything more than a guy that's going to look good at times, and that's what he's going to do. But he's not. He's going to be. I'm going to tell you right now, he'll get exposed next year. Felipe Sparks, that was a good player, and his daughter won that American Idol thing. Did she win? I don't remember. She won. Tim, if you remember, Dave Gettleman won on Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert decided to stay in school. Yeah, I know. I cursed him. I did a video where I cursed out him, calling him stupid for wanting to go back to college. What kind of dummy goes back to college? Like Arnie, I'm back. Well, we're leaving, Dom. I gotta go to the store. Tubing, no. Yeah, we were tubing. Yeah, he's got this big ass tube. I mean, big ass tube. You can feel like 3 people on it. And like I said, we got this hill, man. It's like, zoom. It's the scene with Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation, where he puts the non-chlorinated thing on the bottom of his sled and he goes shooting down and runs into Walmart. That's kind of hill we have down here. Publix sandwich. Oh, I haven't had a Publix has a great. Florida people don't know what Publix is, but non-Florida people, but it's in the South. Publix used to make a great sandwich. They used to make a great sandwich. Publix. I used to meet my wife in the Publix parking lot. Building around a bum who will not be here makes sense. It does, man. It makes all the sense in the world to me. It makes all the sense in the world. It makes sense for our next quarterback to prosper, though. Make life easier when you have 4 starters on the offensive line, a rookie quarterback, then the 4 backups and 1 starter. It's just going to be, we're not taking, oh my God. JPP has 8 fingers and still played more games than Tony Slayton. There you go. I had to find the button. I agree on Dominic. Yeah, we talked about that. Tom. We talked about that ad nauseum. I don't think teams really tank. I don't think they really go in with the moniker of tanking. I tell you that. The only thing about the Slater passing on Parsons, I can't believe he passed on. Slater to me is, would Slater be as good on this team with Daniel Jones as he is with the Duck? Because a good quarterback can make a bad offensive line look good. You got to love the steam and Willie Beeman. Gotta. Tim, who's the next player to be added to the long list of next LTs? There's always a next. There's always a next LT. There's always a guy that's going to be the LT. I love it though, because there's so many all the time. This is for Jeffrey, because I see this. It's not for Jeffrey. This is for James.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
We're all aboard. You're either on it or you're going to be under it. Fran Tarkenton to me was a good giant quarterback. He never won anything here. And then we traded him back to Minnesota. So I don't really count Fran the man on the list. Tim, it could be worse. Dwayne Haskins could be a giant quarterback. You know how I feel about that. I hate Dwayne Haskins. I got so many problems with Dwayne Haskins. People had so many problems with me and Dwayne Haskins. We also need a tight end. You know what? I would go 3rd round, 4th round for a tight end. We do need a tight end. And people, I've said this before. If you can get Evan Ingram on a team-friendly contract, I would actually bring back Evan Ingram. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'd actually bring back Evan Ingram. Hey, AB. What's going on, my friend? There's AB and AP. Now, I forget which one I banned. I forgot which one got put into timeout. Yes, I do remember when NFL coaches used to wear suits on the hot sidelines. It's funny. You always see like the old days with Hank Stram in his whole suits. Oh, we're going to matriculate the ball down the field. Used to love Hank Stram. All right, guys, we got any other pearls of wisdoms? Because I got to get out of here. I got this man crush with you, sir, because you're the only one who looks at the chats and answers those questions without it. You know what the thing is? And this is the thing. I like to do shows, but I liked doing streams. I hated doing live streams. But then I figured something out. Something clicked. There was a light bulb. And I don't have a light bulb, but there was a light bulb that went off on the top of my head one day. I always try to answer all the comments on my videos. But then I was thinking to myself, you know what the stream is like? It's like I can answer everyone's comments in the stream. That's great. I don't have to type. I hate typing. It's awesome. I can just answer comments. I don't need to sit here and talk and pontificate. I usually do that for like the first 5 minutes, but I answer comments. And I love it. I love answering comments. Tim, we need a wide receiver who can get it done with Kenny G. We have to hope Kenny G can get it done. I got to put my watch on. My wife is probably like, we got to go to the store. And I know we got to go to the store. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming, baby. I love you. Let me see. We got any other wonderful comments here I got to look at here? They're all wonderful comments. Anyone, excuse me, that haven't gotten to it? Oh, Tom Landry, too. What players do you think will improve the most with Daboll? You got to hope it's going to be Daniel Jones. You got to hope it's going to be Kadarius Toney. You got to hope it's going to be Saquon Barkley. You got to hope it's going to be all your skill positions. I have much respect for you, sir, because you read chats and don't wait for super chats to answer questions. I like super chats. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Super chats are awesome. Why? Because I donate them to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So anytime I get a super chat, that's great. And yes, when I get a super chat that comes up, I will go to that super chat first because of the fact that it is donating to the kids. But I try to make sure that everyone in the stream gets answered at least 3 or 4 times. And it's difficult because sometimes, like right now, I'm on 12:18 in the chat, but it's 12:25. So it's difficult to get to everyone all the time. But I try to, and that's when I get upset I get more upset at myself when someone says, hey, are you ignoring my chat? No, I'm not. Sometimes there's just so many to go through, and I lose my voice because I constantly just reading. Lorenzo, yes, they should consider a trade. Now, I think they should consider a trade now, but I appreciate that, JD. Tom Landry and the hat. Dan Reeves used to wear suits. Yeah. John Madden, man, wore ugly sweaters. I don't remember the sweaters, but I remember the short sleeve shirts with John Madden. He's like the guy. He's like Dwight from The Office. The short sleeve shirts. If we bring back Evan Ingram, I would turn my new. No, Evan Ingram, for all the crap, is still, if you get him on a 1-year prove it deal, why not? Are you and Mrs. Online Big Blue going to Target? Oh, Dom.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, my God. Goodness. Good luck on the roads. Are the roads bad? I have a truck. I have a very large truck. I mean, I never worry about the roads. I hate shoveling. I have to do it here, but I hate shoveling, but I used to just take the truck and just roll it back and forward into the driveway. Tim, you are a what? What is that? Amentia? That's Yiddish. I know that. I don't remember what that means, but I know that's a compliment. I don't know how to pronounce the word, but I know that's a compliment. I know it's Yiddish. I know that. I don't remember. I know you're not cursing me. I think it means integrity or something, right? But thank you. At least I think that's what that means. I think that's what that means. If that's not what that means, thank you. We need a draft defense in the first round because there were value there. Also, you need to replace the talent you're cutting on defense because, yeah, that's right. I mean, that's 100% right, Tom. That's what we got to do. Daniel Jones, I said this. I would trade Daniel Jones to the Steelers. Get a 3rd-round pick, draft Malik Willis, bring in Mitchell Trubisky, stopgap it for a year, and then I got listening to it. And then I got Willie Beeman's brother. That's right. Yes. Coming in, leading the Giants into the 21st century. Come on, my name is Willie. Oh no! If the Giants is the starter, I'm not watching the Giants games. I'm over the Force agenda. Jones is a football equivalent of an industrial plant, and that's kind of funny considering if you've ever been on before 16W on the Turnpike. What Giants? Dom gonna Shepard injury his release from keeper. You gotta release Shepard. You're gonna release him. What do we got here? Alex Pierce, Cincinnati, side and speed. Also, Chandler, Miami, take a screenshot. All right. And then I move it into this file here. Thank you, Danny. I will take a look at both of those players. I will take women love Target. I'm gonna lie. I like Target too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie either. I also like the mall. We got it. All right, just for you. I also like the mall. I'm one of those guys. I like shopping. I really do. I'm not one of those guys that doesn't like going shopping. Let's see here. Why does it say Dawn Austin Powers? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was getting to it for you.
Draft, baby. Yeah.
Like I've told people, we're going to have the, when we do the draft show, sounds like bench, but put with an M instead of a B. Oh, so I'm a mensch? I thought a mensch was a bad thing. So I don't know if I was insulted. I've told everyone we are going to do a draft show. When we're going to do a live draft show. And it's going to be, and we're going to have prizes. And one of the prizes is going to be for the best draft baby yet. And I have been practicing. Because I'm going to be in the competition too. So let's go. I'm going to give you my best draft baby. Yeah.
Draft, baby. Yeah.
All right. Hope everyone appreciates that. Ryan Palmer needs credit for Josh Allen's accuracy. He needs to come and help with DJ. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think it's all Daboll. And I think people need to understand it. Tim, this is just my opinion. I'm upset with the Eagles when they took Devontae Smith. I was more upset the Giants did not take Parsons, and I was happy the Giants took Kadarius Toney. I was not happy with the Kadarius Toney pick. I was unhappy that they took Parsons. I'm still unhappy they passed on Josh Allen. I did prove your point about Jeff Sarah. I meant to. I thought it was a late. I thought he was a late round pick. I didn't mean. I thought you were trying to prove a point. I gotta put a sock on. It's cold. I thought you were trying to prove a point about that. I did think that. But yeah, he was an undrafted free agent. It's the highest compliment. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's the highest compliment. It's being a good person. I knew it had something to do with that. Well, thank you. That kind of made my day now. Thank you. I'm gonna say that's what I am today. That's the word of the day. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hate Target because I always buy stuff I don't need. I do the same thing. I always do the same thing. Tim, everyone enjoy the football today. Stay safe. Yeah, you know what, James is leaving, so the show's over. I got to go anyways because it's much later than I thought it was. I do have to go out and do some snow shoveling still. I got a nose running now. And I appreciate everyone dropping in. We had a really good stream day with a really good amount of people. Come back on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I know I do streams at weird times, but we try to do things for crap. I didn't know you were live. Wolfie, it's okay. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Wolfie, it's okay. You can watch this, whatever it's called, the replay. It's better on Memorex. Mr. Authentics and James are saying, I'm going to check you out in the beard. Go check out the beard. Give us a pick. All right. I've already said I want the Chiefs and the Rams. Be safe. Be well, everyone. Catch everyone soon. We'll have a video out on Monday. No video today. Video out on Monday. Stream with the Dahmer Tuesday, 4 p.m. We're going to have some radio news information coming up probably next week. First show is going to be February 18th. You will be able to catch the live streaming version on it. So that'll be fun. I go on at like 12. I go in like 12 o'clock. Start at 12 o'clock a.m. And I think the commercial break runs to like 12:02. Dom has the bet that I get fired at 12:09. I'm assuming that I get fired at 12:18. So we're gonna have to wait and see about that. Let's see. Dom is saying, watching the replay, very Joe Judge. He loves rewatching film. I know. It's crazy we don't have our sixth quarterback after 3. I know. Peace, y'all. Have a good day, Mr. Authentic. Well, that's the last on here. I've been a Giant fan for 35 years. It's hard to hopeful after these last 10. We need to go from worst competitive season to where we need to see a miracle worker. We're going to miracle worker. We're going to be fine. Logic's Finance is checking out. I want Mahomes to win another Super Bowl. So do I. I like Patrick Mahomes. I know he gets a lot of crap because of his family. But who doesn't get crap for their family? Boo! You lost me 10 minutes into when you were trashing Jones. No one said these things have to be perfect. He definitely needs a no. Well, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You can boo me all you want. He basically did say it has to be perfect. They basically did. Later, everyone. We're out of here. We're out of here, alligators. In a while, crocodile. Hope everyone has a good, safe day. Hope everyone, Kadarius Toney with the motorcycles. Hope everyone is safe. Everyone has fun. Watch the game. I think it's at 3-something, then 6-something. I don't know what the video topic is going to be tomorrow. Leave a comment in the comment. You have an idea. I mean, I got plenty of ideas. I can do like 10 videos a day. But like I said, guys, We are out of here. Hope you have fun. Appreciated. Who you got? I just said it. That's it. But I'll tell you again. I want Chiefs, Rams. That's what I got. I got Chiefs, Rams. That's who I want to see in the Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl pick. Who knows? We may even stream the Super Bowl. I might do a live Super Bowl stream. I might stream the game. I'm just crazy that way. Does anyone really want to see me stream a game? In all honesty, before I leave, I get all these requests to stream Giant games and Nick games and stuff like that. Do you really want to see someone sit there and talk the game to you? I mean, I'm actually seriously, because I don't know why people enjoy that. I never watched it. Maybe it's fun. Maybe they want me to do it because I'll make it fun. Well, first of all, if I streamed a game, it would be the greatest streaming event you have ever seen. Because I would go all out, but I just don't know why people do that. I don't know. I'm not bashing people that do it. I'm not bashing people that watch it. I just don't know what the I don't know what the interest is, more like, because I see a lot of people watch stuff like that. So maybe I'll do it. I don't know. But like I said, when I do it, it's going to be interesting. Oh, there we go. We got a video idea. Should Daboll keep Graham or not? That's a good idea. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. That's a really good idea. If Cincinnati 49ers, Cincinnati will play them every time they win the Super Bowl for 3. Okay. I like it. I like it either way. Kind of a rematch of the 80s. Was it the 82, 81 or 82? I can't remember which one it was that the Cincinnati played the 49ers. Oh, and they and then they not 82, it was 80 something. Then they had the rematch with Boomer Esiason and Joe Montana with John Taylor and that big catch. All right, guys, we're out. Hope everyone has a great day. Talk to everyone later. Peace.